What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in this video today we're taking a look at the season of the Undying and specifically how this weighs up against previous seasons and has this been a disappointment this season or not. So in this video we're going to break that down and take a look at exactly that. Now if you enjoyed the video be sure to leave a rating down below, that super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're brand new here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, then you're in the right place and be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. So Season of the Undying launched alongside Shadowkeep and it was surrounded in controversy upon its original announcement due to being revealed using a Vex Void trailer which was originally leaked back in 2015. Now before we look at the Season of the Undying, let's look back at the last 12 months of seasonal content that's been delivered. Now last year's annual pass included 3 separate seasons. These were the Black Armory, the Season of the Drifter, and the Season of Opulence, and these launched off the back of Forsaken, which has been Destiny's largest expansion even up until this day. So let's take a look at the Black Armory. This is one of my personal favourites. Now this included 4 forges. This is a wave-based activity across multiple destinations, which included specific exotics such as Jotun and Le Monarch. And for example, it eventually led to the Mysterious Box quest, which resulted in the Izanagi Burden exotic sniper. Now after 2 of these launched, we had a new raid which was served up, and this was the Scourge of the Past that was launched. Now alongside all of these, Ada 1 offers weapon frames where you can forge your own weapons with random rolls and provide a replayability factor provided along with some of the still deemed best weapons in Destiny 2. Shortly after the raid, we had 2 more forges that were revealed, with the final forge requiring a huge community puzzle to complete Niobe Labs and unlock the final forge, Burgurgia Forge. And finally, to wrap up the season, we had The Draw, which is a long exotic quest which delivered one of Destiny 1's most iconic weapons, the Last Word. Now this brings us on to the Season of the Drifter, originally known as Joker's Wild. Now launching back in March 2019, a new version of Gambit was revealed, and this offered 4 new armor sets and Gambit Prime themed weapons. Alongside this, Reckoning launched, which created a cool PvP to PvEVP loop to earn motes, armor and weapons. Much like Black Armory, these weapons are still sought after, and with the right rolls, these are still some of the best weapons in the game. Sadly though, unlike the Black Armory, these aren't farmable using bounties or items, but you can rerun activities for which both received a recent buff. We had some new maps introduced for Gambit Prime throughout the season, with a new exotic quest for the Notorious Thorn launched midway through. Alongside this, we had the Allegiance quest, and also Xur offered Invitation of the 9 bounties, which were unique and included some cutscenes rolling out week after week. Then we had the Season of Opulence. This introduced Menagerie, which is a new 6-player activity with its own loot table and provided farmable loot in a match-made way. The Menagerie offered 3 bosses rotating weekly and eventually resulting in the launch of a Truth exotic quest early on in the season. We also had a new Hive raid, the Crown of Sorrow, and midway through the season, Heroic Menagerie was also launched, offering some additional loot chances, and we also had the Lumina exotic quest as well. Finally, we had the Tribute Hall, which in itself brought the Bad Juju quest, and wrapping up the final season of Year 3, we also had the Moment of Triumph. Finally, this brings us nicely onto the Season of the Undying, the current season. So if we remove Shadowkeep content and the free for all players activities and events from the roadmap, we're left with Vex Offensive Starts, the Leviathan's Breath Heavy Bow exotic quest, and the Vex Offensive Final Assault. We also have the Seasonal Pass with exclusive armor, 3 weapons including Ariana's Vow, a ship, and an emote. Now the artifact was launched with Shadowkeep, and that forms a fundamental part of Armor 2.0, and this season was the first offering of seasonal mods, which will change upon the launch of the Season of Dawn. And that's about it. Everything else is free for all players, but definitely let me know if I've missed anything in the comment section below. So when we look back at the previous seasons, this season feels and looks very thin and light, and it's important not to confuse the Shadowkeep content with the seasonal content, which, where Shadowkeep's concerned, is actually very good content. Now the Vex Offensive, whilst match made, doesn't scale in difficulty or provide additional rewards outside the regular loot pool, which had 2 weapons added mid-season. Was there an opportunity to offer various difficulties, different modifiers and varying rewards or materials, similar to the Ordeal Nightfall for example? It took 7 weeks to reach the Vex final assault, which outside being a normal Vex offensive, results in being a simple boss swap which is easier to defeat. A lot of the community was expecting more, myself included, and with the Undying Mine being the result of a community effort to build a Vex portal in a tower, which sort of looks unfinished, it would have been nice to offer some additional loot or variation. Something like the Imago loop would have been a nice throwback, linking the Undying Mine back to Destiny 1. Another change this season as well is ritual weapons over pinnacle weapons, where weapons offer unique combinations and archetypes rather than unique perks. Now, most of the ritual weapons aren't a touch on the previous seasons. Things like Not Forgotten, Luna's Howl, the Mountaintop and Recluse are all top tier weapons and are unlike anything on offer this season. And finally, for me, the most important part is the narrative. The final assault was an opportunity to lead the story and link the Vex and the Darkness or the Pyramid ships. And the trailer for the season states the Black Heart in the garden wasn't the start, but is the reason. But where are the answers? We are a few weeks left, so I'm desperately hoping that we have some advancement here. And I by no means present myself as a lore expert, so definitely feel free to fill in any gaps in the comment section below, but it definitely feels like there's some holes and a few loose ends this season. So overall, am I disappointed? Seasonally, yes, but let's keep the conversation constructive and let me know your thoughts. Did you enjoy this season's content and what would you change moving into future seasons? And be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Now that's going to wrap up the video for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit of a different one. If you have, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're brand new around here, I want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.